Good Friday morning, everyone. It's it's DreadBC, and we are back with a daily quest. We have, for the second time in just a few days, gotten the quest to play 40 lands. Excuse me, a little hiccup there. And so, because of this, by the way, we got a deck tech coming out soon on this Arcades, because this deck is sweet now, and it's actually going to get a little bit better because I got some changes I want to make to it. But what we are going to be playing is, well, let's do it this way. Naya Ramp version 3.0. Let's take a look at the changes. Left in the Fountain of Renewals. I feel like we're in a decent place against aggro as is, but this just puts us a little bit more in place because we do not have early blockers. So this counters like a turn 1 and a turn 2 play if you have it. Thunderherd Migration. I still run 2 of those and 2 Grow from the Ashes. Grow from the Ashes. I honestly might just get rid of the Thunderherds and go with 4 Grows. Because much of the time this still costs 3, although sometimes it does only cost 2. I think that's kind of why I left it as is. The only problem is this doesn't have the ability to be kicked, and I don't know. I'll tinker around with it a little bit, but actually, let's do it now. I do need to use 2 commons, but that's okay. It's really not a big deal. I got a ton of those. And besides, Grow from the Ashes does not give away what we have in our hand. So one of the first new cards that we've added is Rhythm of the Wild. One of the problems that we had in this deck, if we did not have Carnage Tyrant in hand, was that we were running into counter spells that were countering our big fatties. Now, that didn't stop Sarkhan's Unsealing from triggering, but it did stop them from hitting the board, so we didn't get extra damage out of it. This stops them from being countered, and it can give anything haste. +1/+1 is nice, but I still think I'd prefer haste on most things, because let's face it, is Ghalta at 13/13 really better than a Ghalta with haste? Come on now. Deafening Clarion stayed the same. I came down one I'm sorry, I only had 3 Sarkhan's Unsealing, so I left it at 3, so I figured that's fine. I almost came down on a Circuitous Route because I felt 4 mana. This is not a card that you generally want to draw more than 1, maybe 2 of, but then I said, you know, you really, really want to draw this card. There's no reason that you don't want to draw this card. Goreclaw, left it at 2 of. I did get 1 Domri, and I think it's just another something to do on 4. This might be replaceable. It is, however, another way to dig. So even if you're just putting him down on 4, +1, adding a mana, doing nothing with it, and then the next turn, if you have the creature in hand, it ramps you again. If you don't, you can just dig. I think I like it as another way to dig other than just having... actually, we don't even have Vivien in here. Did I take Vivien out? That can't be. Maybe that's what I messed up. I accidentally took out the wrong thing. Anywho, we'll get that squared away in just a second, because Vivien needs to be in this. Running 2 Cleansing Novas, just in case stuff gets hairy, and it definitely does, because we don't really care if we lose our Goreclaw that much. I mean, yes, he helps, but most of the time, he eats a Lightning Bolt anyway, or Lightning Strike, whatever. 3 Carnage Tyrants. This is one you do not play green without. Ravager Wurm. This is one of the best changes that I could have made. The Affectionate Indrik was a 4/4, and he cost 6 mana. He came into play, and he could fight a creature you don't control. Well, this guy is a little harder to cast, but he's a 4/5. You still have the option to fight a creature, but if they don't have a creature, you can still destroy a special land. So, I see nothing wrong with that. And on top of that, he has Riot. He can come in as a 5/6 and kill something even bigger, or he can come in as a 4/5 that kills a creature and then swings in. Pelakka Wurms, absolutely want to run 2 of these, if for nothing else to gain the 7 life, because the decks that this is relevant against are usually decks that don't run counterspells, a la red and other aggro. 7 life is huge. It's often 2 turns worth of damage. And Ghalta. And Banefire is the finisher. Although, I'm thinking of coming off of a Banefire, because our removal is generally going to be based on a couple of other things, like the lower level stuff, and then making them block. But Banefire is a great finisher. So we need to figure out a way to get Vivian in here as a 2-of. And I do want to leave Sarkhans in because I like the way that runs. 3 Deafening Clarions I still think is fine. Maybe this is where we cut a Circuitous Route. 1 Circuitous Route for 1 Vivian. And then we cut one other thing. Maybe a Banefire. Circuitous Route and a Banefire for Vivian. Give us a nice slew of different things that we can play. So white mana is far less serious than it was before. We often would like to have it on turn 3 though, so I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 white sources is still decent. But I think we can come down to 10 and increase. No, we'll leave it at that because we still have tons of forests and a ton of ways to get red mana as well. Although I think, yeah, that right there is going to have to change. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. Let's change the mountain. Oh, yes, we also can take out a forest for... Where is it? Up. Stomping Ground. Take out another one for it too, because that is good news. Did we get any... I'm trying to remember if we got any Guildgates. Still got just Boros. We did not actually get any of the Gruul Guildgates. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? But I don't think I want to run more than 4 Guildgates anyway. And the ones that I do run, I want to be able to search up with Circuitous Route so we can make sure that we have white in the event that we need it. So probably fine that we didn't get that. So there was one other thing I wanted to change, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh dear. Was there anything I wanted to change besides that? I think it's a fine list the way it is. How many lands do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11... 18, 22, 24. We run 24 lands and ways to search them up. Do we come off of a land for a Banefire? Is 23 lands enough for this deck? I think we want to run 24. I don't think I want to come down one. Could come off of a Fountain of Renewal for a Banefire, but generally with these, we run 4 of them, so there's a higher chance of getting them in your opening hand. No, I think it's fine the way it is. We're going to leave it like this. So, now that we have spent almost 8 minutes trying to get this thing to a playable state, let's see how playable it is. So far, I think that Gruul has gotten some ridiculous power. I mean, obviously they got power, but I mean, just the amount that they got from this set is absurd. We'll keep this. It's not super exciting, but if we draw a mountain, Clarion's gonna do things. Well, what did they mull down to? Did they mull at all? I think I counted 6 cards in hand there, but whatever the case, they didn't want to go to 5 and they didn't want to keep playing, so... yeah, count it as a win, I guess, question mark, but if your opening hand doesn't contain any early plays, yeah. J. Worley 365, or Jworley. Alright, this is a good hand, no cards. Always like to see that. Oh, there we go, okay. Yep, I think we're going to go turn 1 Fountain of Renewal, turn 2 Boros Guildgate, because we don't really have many turn 2 plays. Do we have any 2-drops? I don't think we do. Yeah, that's fine. And we've got Clarion on 3 if necessary. Turn 1, Fountain of Renewal! They're thinking red deck. Oh gosh, Fountain of Renewal, what the hell? This is not aggro. Yes, it is. It's just not super fast. This hand has no ramp except for Goreclaw, and I'm really hoping that white is just the color that they run and they don't have any... Damn it! Damn it! Oh well, no worries. There's our 4th land. Great. That's what we want to see. Now this is going to enable a couple of things in our hand. Let's move the land over there. I'm not going to Clarion anything that they played. Oh, 2 lands? That sucks. Well, we're not playing anything on 3. Play the Guildgate tapped. Move along. Come on, play a land. We want it to be a game. If they ship it this turn, it's going to... Oh, look at that. This is 4 colors so far. Mein Gott. Well, they're not going to be countering anything this turn anyway, so let's play him. Maybe he dies. Maybe he doesn't. But if he doesn't, next turn will be Sarkhan's Unsealing as opposed to Rhythm of the Wild because the one creature we have can't be countered as is. They are running 4 colors, and one of them is a Druid of the Cow. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to see what kind of nonsensical bullshittery this deck is up to. So do we ramp? Do we rhythm? Do we unseal? I think we unseal. Let's unseal. And then we attack for 4. 5, sorry. We attack for 5. Hey, Nikolai. Don't worry. Unsealing is doing nothing to you right now. I mean, worry, because next turn, if you don't take care of it, it's going to take care of you. We are kind of hoping we draw a land. Maybe it would have been better to, Oh, come on, land. Come on, land. Not a land. Okay. Circuitous Route. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's right. We didn't need the land because of Carnage Tyrant. Well, wipe the board. This is where he's going to enter scoop phase, I have a feeling. I'm beginning to question the need for Cleansing Nova. But then again, against this draw, there wasn't much. I mean, he had 3 lands. He's pretty well in the hole right now. It's going to take a giant caterpillar backhoe to get him out of this hole. One thing I want to mention, I did not take out a single creature to put in this. And I don't think that's going to be enough to save you, buddy. But, you know, I don't know what's in this set. I think this is going to be enough to kill you, though. I don't think Amara is going to be blocking all this. Yeah. Bad hand. 3 lands. That's never enough to play. And 3 lands in 4 different colors. If he was running 5 colors, he was missing 1. And yeah. Normally I can pretty well predict what kind of cards our opponent is playing, but when I see when I see Plains, Swamp, Hinterland, Harbor, I have 0 clue what's going on over there. Some kind of Simic nonsense, I'm sure. Okay, we've got our colors. We've got a board wipe. Let's keep it and see what happens. We're playing against a Tezzeret. We can only assume they're not super fast. Say goodbye to Vivian Reed. Don't think they're going to care as much about Cleansing Nova. Although, if they take Cleansing Nova, that's going to be very telling. Okay. Yeah, as we figure. Alright. Enters tapped. We're going to leave to the right all the cards they do not know about. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm going to change my preview scale over here. Scale to window. There we go. Alright. We have got us some vampires. Yep. We'll play this. No reason to let him know we've drawn 2 lands. I mean, can he really... Okay, now he's going to take Cleansing Nova, and he knows we've got 2 fucking lands. God, I hate hand disruption so much. We're going to lose this game based on land draws. Yep. This is going to be over in about 2 turns. Next turn we have to draw Circuitous Route in order to be in this. Each opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a vampire, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be over. That's a 3 cost? Why have I never seen that card? Ugh. Yep. We have drawn 0 aside from lands. That is all we've drawn. Yep. Oh, it's there. Well, that was exciting. Absolutely hate hand disruption. Makes me want to play one of those Dick Mirror decks. 4 Thought Erasures, 4 Duresses, 4 Kite Sail Freebooters. But no, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, really. I mean, we had... Aside from Vivian would have been nice, but I don't think she would have changed the outcome of the game. This could be perfect. Alright. We've got a turn 1 Fountain to get us around. We've got our ramp spells that most people generally don't counter. He's also playing a Sarkhan icon, so you never know. Maybe, just maybe, he's not going to be playing control. Alright, Plains got a turn 1. Yes, you do. Flower. Let's see what kind of land he gets. Plains. We can assume he's mono white until he plays a forest. Okay. Nothing on turn 2 pass. But we are at 21. We have taken a demanding lead. A commanding lead. And now we get rid of you. Get out of here. Okay. There's the Selesnya. There's the Sapperling. You can assume we've got a Song of Freyalise in our near future. Play this unkicked, please and thanks. Grabbing our Tony Montagna. History of Benalia. So this is Selesnya tokens. We really would love to see a Sarkhan's Unsealing right now. I think still the best play is Circuitous Route. Where are we? There you go. Get one of each. What do you say? No, let's just get both of the red ones. Okay. Next turn, Carnage Tyrant blocks something huge. Oh no! What you got? You gonna use that to convoke? Yeah, Song of Freyalise. I knew this was coming. Like with this, there was no chance this wasn't coming. There you go. Now we absolutely must see. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that damn timing, deck. You just love me, don't you? So we do this number, I think. Nope, sorry. We do this number. Both modes. Alright. Goreclaw. Damn right, it's nice. That's why I play it. Alright, what you got for us? That was the most perfectly timed Deafening Clarion draw I've had in a long time. Conclave Cavalier. I've heard rumors that this is actually just 2 elves dressed up like a centaur. Oh. Oh. God. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We're doing it. Alright. Haste or the 1/1 counter. I think we're just going to go with the 1/1 counter for now. And we're going to have it fight you. God, I love that animation. Oh, it's so cool. And he will become a 4 toughness that will kill it and make dudes. We do not want that. Or do we? No, we do not want that because then it'll get 2 +1/+1 counters. So we cannot play Carnage Tyrant as well this turn, unfortunately. So we will be just passing. Alright. You have a 5/5 centaur. Let's see if you attack. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're probably not gonna. But if you do, you have a pump spell. I'll just take 5. No blocks. I don't trust you. That's what it is. I just don't trust you. Okay. There's the plains. My turn. Sarkhan's Unsealing. Right on schedule. An hour late. Here's what I think we do. I think we attack with both. We make him block. He's going to block Goreclaw to kill it. We then can play Sarkhan's Unsealing and then Carnage Tyrant next turn. I have a feeling he's going to play out a bunch of stuff. So what we do, we get in there. Oh, he could have settled the wreckage, couldn't he? Okay. We're fine with this then. That's fine. Because life gets much worse from here for you. Take one. We'll take 2 green because we don't have enough green out there as is. Then, I think this turn we just Sarkhans. Oh, sorry. Next to damage. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he still costs 4. So, Sarkhans now. End the turn. We're going to make him think that we had no creatures. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Amara. Okay. Play out your hand, please. Put a bunch of dudes on the board. Song of Freyalise. Alrighty. Attacking for 5. Of course you do. My turn. Nah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just crack this. Cracking it now. Don't care about that 1 extra life. Okay, Clarion's nice. So this will become a 4 cost, right? Yeah. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you leave our mana open. Carnage Tyrant. That is fine. You can keep those 2 little dudes. Alright. Healer's Hawk. Not so scary, is it? Song of Freyalise, and this is where we end the game, folks. Clarion. Oh, wait a second. Do we? Do we care if we lose Goreclaw? It's got to be better than them getting the 1/1 counters, right? Well, there's that. I wish this was an instant. Yeah, we're just going to do it. Puts us a little bit more out of range. Let them not know what we have in hand. Alright. Your creatures are indestructible. There we go. This is very well set up to fight against aggro. 14 lands. Oh my god. This always takes so long to play 40 lands. At least it feels like it, because we ramp into so many, we just assume we're playing more. Ugh. This quest sucks. I might do half now and half later. It'll be the first double quest. Let's see how many we play this turn. We're playing against a Jaya Ballard. Could be mono red. In which case this Sarkhan's Unsealing is going to do some work. Alright. Whoa. This is a slow hand. Let's put them in order. Oh yeah, this is going to be that black-white tokens deck. Or maybe, Abzan. In which case, Sarkhan's Unsealing is going to totally fuck their couch. Okay, if he has another one of those, this is going to be worthless, but I'm willing to wait it out, I think. Because the Sarkhans can take out 1. Cool. Is he sitting on 2 lands? No, that can't be. We'll play the Unsealing now, because we did draw a land. Okay, I think we can handle this. Does he have another play? No, this is not going to go well for him at all, is it? Yeah, let's do this now. Both modes. Got a bad hand, apparently. Okay, there's your 2/2 flyer. Is it lifelink? No, just flying. Okay. I'm so glad that they gave their creatures lifelink or flying instead of lifelink. Lifelink was such a pain in the ass. Death Touch. Oh man, they're both gonna have to die in this turn. I think it's gonna have to happen. Yeah, Carnage T, you gotta go. I'm sorry to the opponent. TV95. I really hate that you got screwed on land, buddy. I know that sucks. Oh, even worse. Jesus H. Christ. Well, let's try and end it if he wants to continue to be in the game. Target him. Yeah, okay. He saw it was over. 2 lands. That didn't even feel like a victory. I hated playing against that because I hate it when that happens to me. So, that is exactly 20 of our 40 lands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this as is. Maybe play around with it a little bit later, but for now, I'm going to call it. Because I think that getting 2 full plays today, or 2 full videos today out of this will be good. And because it's 6:13 a.m., I just worked a 10-hour shift. And I should probably get some sleep. My voice is actually starting to crack. I was talking all day. It was so damn busy. It's ridiculous. Okay, so that's just going to leave me with a little bit to do as far as getting this uploaded. Where did it go? This is not a new deck, so it's not showing at the top. I think they changed how the decks show up. Yep. Did we see Pelakka Wurm at all? I can't remember. So yeah, this is a mostly red-green list. Splashing white almost strictly for Deafening Clarion because it's so damn good. I think Cleansing Nova can probably go, and I can add a 4th Clarion because... I don't know. Maybe cut it down to 1 for the 4th Clarion. But, yep. I like the way it plays. It's very efficient. And it's actually, considering how many different cards we have and how few 4-ofs and 1-ofs and 2-ofs that we have in lieu of the 4-ofs, it's consistent. It's very consistent. I'm going to keep looking around to see what kind of stuff that we have from... Ooh, actually, I could do that now. From just Ravnica Allegiance to see what can be added. I don't think white got any super powerful creatures for this set. Not really. White got the shaft a little bit. I guess I could look at the ones that I actually haven't collected. Derp. Alright, let's look at the top end of the white stuff. Because we're looking at fatties. Yeah, 3/6, 3/4, 4/5. Nah, this is... Angel of Grace is neat and all, but that's not what this deck is all about. Let's look at the high end of red. 5/2 is just not going to cut it. 6/5 is decent, but not decent enough. 6/6 is better than 6/5, but not great. I know green got, yeah, this guy. But he costs 8 for a 7/7. Although he does have 3 really damn good abilities. Oh my god. I just feel like he's more... He doesn't belong in this deck. He belongs in the elf deck. But then you gotta tap so damn many elves to get him into play. Ugh. I don't know. Wrecking Beast. Riot Trample. He's got haste with Riot, but he can be a 7/7. The problem is, you're casting him as a 6/6, so he doesn't trigger Sarkhan's Unsealing. He triggers him as a 6 power. So no, I don't think he's going to make the cut either. Yeah, I think the Gruul creatures are the ones that really got the love. The Ravager Worm is so damn good. And though... God, I keep rolling my thing against there, my mouse wheel, and going too far in the wrong direction. And even though it doesn't really belong in this deck, this guy right here, the Gruul Spellbreaker, this guy is going to change standard. That hexproof. Actually, you know what? He might be okay in this deck as a 1 or 2 of, maybe even a 3 of as an early on play, because what he does is he counters Settle the Wreckage. He makes that card completely useless, because you know what? It targets you, and during your turn, you have X-Proof. I like that. But still, what do you cut for that? We've got it pretty well narrowed down to what it needs to be like, so... I mean, maybe Cleansing Nova, but we're not super duper aggro. I feel like this guy goes better in an aggro version, like a small red-green or something like that. But anywho, once again, I've rambled on. Knocked out another 5 minutes of stuff that no one's probably even listening to at this point. I hope you have enjoyed the video. It actually went pretty well today, which felt kind of nice because I had a crap day at work. And you know, look at that right there. 0 2-drops. I mentioned that earlier. Okay, we're done. Hope you all have enjoyed your first day of Ravnica Allegiance, and God, I can't wait for Standard to change, because it started to get really stagnant there at the end. It was mono red and Is It Drakes. And I really hope that both of those decks get shat on, but death to Rakdos.